Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and this is the beginning of a 8-day trip to Disney World. We're here for the Wine and Dine. We're doing the challenge, the 10K and the half, but we're also here for the end of the Food and Wine Festival and to cross off a bucket list item to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on Halloween. So today is Sunday, the 29th of October, and I literally just got here. I flew in around 2 p.m., got to the hotel, got checked in, unloaded my stuff, and now I'm at Epcot. Maybe you can see that, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I love this little photo spot for the 100th. That's so cute. Headed over to the ports of entry shops because I went to Connections and they didn't have really anything I was looking for. I'm kind of looking for the Christmas stuff, and they had like home decor but no clothing. I'm also not trying to buy a lot on this trip, if I'm being perfectly honest. So enjoy my little talking over this lovely B-roll walking to Epcot. As soon as I check the shops, I think I'm going straight for a margarita, if there isn't a drink that captivates my attention first, but usually a marg is my first Disney drink of choice, so stay tuned. Okay guys, they have the Tommy Hilfiger collection. You can see we have a bunch, and it is all 30% off, and additional discounts do apply. So I am obsessed with this sweater. Let's see how much it is with the discount. Y'all, that was a very dangerous stop. I didn't buy it, and I should say yet at the end of that sentence, because listen, I love that sweater. I've been wanting it, and it's a $300 Tommy Hilfiger sweatshirt. So when they came out, I was like, no, Sarah, that's not a need for you. That's the definition of a want, and it's a want you can't afford. Well, at 30% off plus my discount, it becomes a lot more affordable. But then I literally couldn't buy anything else, so I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go get my marg, I think. Cheers, baby. This is a blood orange marg. It's my favorite. It tastes really strong. Like, I'm not complaining, but it tastes a lot stronger than previously, but they also raised the prices. So this drink was always more expensive, but it was like, I think when I first started drinking, and I'm almost 30, it was like 12, 14, 15, let's say $15. It is now $18.50, which, like, I know you could say, oh, that seems trivial. Like, if you're already getting it, what's $3? But, like, let's say I get 3, that's $10, and then it's like almost another drink, you know what I'm saying? So whew, that starts to hurt. Plus tax, so it's like 19 bucks. It is delicious, but I don't drink very much at home anymore, and I can already feel that. So maybe we find some food next, because this drink is tasting a lot like I should go back and get that sweater. So yeah, food. All right, listen, I don't know what is in this new margarita, but I am like genuinely tipsy, and I this is how much I drank. Is that even half? It's not. It's like a third. I've drank a third of it, and I know I'm not that much of a lightweight. Now, I will say, the only thing I've had to eat today is a personal, like the little pan Donato's pizzas from the airport, so that could be causing this issue. But I was desperate. So I just had a nice little FaceTime with Reed, my fiance, because yeah, if you're watching this, because I neglect my YouTube so bad, I got engaged. Woo, look at that. Oh, because it's on Face Track, so it freaked out. Well, don't worry, I will take ample opportunity to show you the ring, but I'm engaged now. He's not on this trip, sadly, but I was FaceTiming with him and our dog Appa, and I was just, drinking my drink, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I am not okay. So I stopped at China because I was in Norway, and I got the pan-fried dumplings. So here they are. All right, there they are. Those are the dumplings. Well, one of the two. Ta-da. So anyway, I got the dumplings. Very disappointed. I can't remember how much they were. I really want to say it was like $7. There's only 2 of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're fine. I mean, they taste just like the dumplings I get frozen from my local international market. So take that for what you will. But anyway, they're fine. I'm basically just trying to get myself back to an equilibrium here after having a third of one drink. But there's a lot more like around the circle that I'm looking to try. My parents should get in like the next 2 to 2.5 hours. So we're gonna go around as fast as we can, decide on the sweater, and then head back to the resort, and then maybe Disney Springs, Downtown Disney tonight, depending on how they feel. So anyway, I guess like the whole point of this is as of right now, my first choice, and it's still the only thing I've eaten, would not be the pan-fried dumplings. But if you really like dumplings and if you have picky eaters in your group, they're perfect. They're pretty bland, but they're also doing a good job. I can already feel the one doing its magic. So I'm gonna eat the other one. We're gonna keep going. Listen, there is 1 star and 1 star only when it comes to the Food and Wine Festival, and it is her. The griddled cheese from the Greece Pavilion. It is so good, and it's $5, which again, I mean, listen, we can make arguments about the pricing of this all day long, but it is one of the cheaper options at the Food and Wine Festival, and it is so freaking good. So I'm just gonna stuff my face with this. I am feeling slightly better, but I can't have any more drinks, that's for damn sure, and I'm definitely gonna need more food. So I'm also sweating so bad. Like, I can feel my face getting puffy. Again, this is from 1 drink. It's absolutely insane to me. Okay, so these are the feijoadas, which, I mean, I could be butchering again. I don't know, guys. My brain is still alcohol-y. But it's pork belly, black beans. I think it's like a pine nut pesto, but it's not pesto. It's like a different kind of pesto. I'll look at the book. And then Uncle Ben's rice. So we're going to give this a shot. This is definitely the heartiest of the things I've gotten, and it was only $6.75, which when you compare it to the dumplings, again, I just think like China used to be my favorite pavilion, and I'm getting really disappointed. This is Brazil, from Brazil, by the way. So it's the black beans. That's really good. That's really good. The pork belly does look a little overdone to me, so I am nervous. But we're giving everything a fair little shake. I should have gotten a knife, 100%. So yeah, like the outside is a little, it's giving sitting under a heat lamp for a hot second. But the inside's fine. This is good. Like, the griddled cheese stands in a category all on its own. Let's be very, very honest. But this is new, and this is up there. Like, this is probably like a 9 out of 10. I will change that grading scale throughout this trip, but for today, 9 out of 10. $6.75. Massively recommend this. I'm gonna smash it, and then on to the next booth. This is apparently turned into just an evening of Sarah eating until her parents get here. So, cheers. Okay, so how I feel about the griddled cheese, I also feel about the escargot croissant from France. There she is. Interesting shape for a croissant. Not a croissant. It's a roll, but I'm sure it's croissant-like. So let's take a bite. It's so good. Look at that. So, I had the escargot croissant during the Flower and Garden Festival, and it was fine, but I really just did not taste the escargot. I think they changed the shape because this is literally like almost a little bun filled with escargot. So it's not a croissant. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not French. Maybe it's still a croissant if it has like the same flakiness and everything. It's just not like in the traditional crescent shape. But like I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know. Either way, it's very good. 10 out of 10 once again for me. And I'm finally starting to feel normal again. I should probably find some water. But that's a problem for another time. All right, we're gonna block that out. I think this might be my last small plate of the evening because depending on when my parents get here, we might still want to go to Downtown Disney. I don't want to be like overly full. And I think I'm gonna get like an iced tea or like a drink of some sort, like a flavored beverage from Starbucks when I'm done here. I also might ride the Figment ride or Living with Lynn. I don't know yet. The world is my oyster, but I did get the lamb chop from either New Zealand or Australia. Okay, it's from Australia, so here you go. Wow. All right, listen. I'm gonna call that a 10 out of 10, but there is a reason why. So I got an end piece, which it just is a lot thicker because you're not like cutting it down by the bone. I've had this before where it's like, quite frankly, a very measly portion for $8.75. But in getting the end piece, I got like a pretty, again, it's $8.75 for a single lamb chop. I mean, take that for what you will. But if you're just comparing it based off what other people get, like this is the best case scenario and it is cooked to perfection. The ends are also usually more well done than the center. I'm not going to explain cooking to you. That should be fairly obvious, but you know, the ends have more access to the heat, so the ends are going to be more well done than the very center of the meat that's like fully enclosed. The heat has to penetrate from all angles. It has to penetrate through a lot of meat. So the ends are usually more well done. So it's a pro and con because I like my meat more rare, but I like more of it. But this is perfect. Like this is perfectly done. Nice, good portion. I'm gonna eat the rest of it, and then yeah, I think all I need is some hydration, and I mean that literally. I don't think I'm gonna get another alcoholic drink. Maybe ride a ride or two. We'll call it a day. Let's see, what time is it? It is 5:59. Theoretically, my parents are getting here between 7 and 7:45, although they did hit traffic, so I need to like double check their location. But if I finish this, I definitely have time to check out the stores one more time, get up myself a little drink, and get back to the room to help them unload the car, and we're good to go. Yay. Okay, so anyone is keeping track, I did not purchase the Tommy Hilfiger sweater. I wanted to, but I don't know. I'm still gonna think about it. I'm trying to be less impulsive with my Disney purchases. And I kind of like cut myself off from certain things, so I don't think I'm gonna buy any ears this trip. I really want the Christmas sweater, and I'm just seriously debating if, because like, so I have the Disney Halloween sweater and I love it, don't get me wrong, I love this thing, but I've worn it under 10 times, close to 10 but under, and I just like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy I bought it, but I'm just like, it's a really low wear for the price. And while yes, the Disney Christmas sweatshirt would be cheaper, again, like the Tommy Hilfiger one is any season as long as it's cold enough to wear it. So this is where I'm at. I don't know. I can't ask your advice because by the time I post this, you know, 6 months from now for my regular cadence, I'll have either bought it or I won't have. So this is going to be my Roman Empire. I can feel it for the next couple of days, unless I just cave and buy it at Downtown Disney tonight. We'll see. But I am simply parched. So we're gonna go to Starbucks and get a tea, which I realize isn't necessarily hydrating, but it's better than alcoholic beverage, and I can't I don't think I can drink just straight water right now. So that's what we're gonna do. That's just gonna have to be okay. Oh, she's so pretty. She is the moment, always. I'm out, y'all. I'm a big fan, so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've had like a really crazy September, October. I was in Europe for 2 weeks in September. Well, I was on a Disney cruise. The vlog I'm now realizing I still haven't posted. Maybe I'll do that on this trip. Maybe I'll have actually time to do that. But I was on a Disney cruise, and then I spent 2 weeks in Europe, and then I came home for a week, and then I left for Europe again, and then I was home for a week, and then I got engaged, and then I was home for a week, and now I'm here. So feeling incredibly blessed. Like, blessed probably doesn't even cover it, but also feeling extremely run down. So I was actually really happy to be coming on this trip. Like, so I'm working Monday, Tuesday. I got in early afternoon today, and that's perfect because it allows me to kind of ease into the trip. So I've been at Epcot. My watch is set. I don't know why I looked at it. Was it like 2.5, 3 hours tops? That's plenty. That's plenty. I got lots of snacks, walked around, just kind of absorbed the general energy. I'm gonna head back. We're gonna see if Roger and Lisa are still up for Downtown Disney. Either way, I'm just gonna like lay in my hotel bed and relax. Like, there is no greater luxury. And that's the first day. I am working adjusted hours tomorrow and Tuesday. So I'm working like 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. So grateful. Oh, look at the sunset over her. Beautiful. I am very grateful for a job that, like, it's a full-time job, 9 to 5, usually like 9 to 6. And I'm so grateful that I can like do adjusted time frames to suit me. Also helps that our main office is in London. So it'll be nice to get on a few hours earlier so I can have a few extra hours with my London colleagues. But tomorrow is gonna be a test of this because I'm going to be in calls literally from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I better get all my work done in those first 4 hours of the day. Otherwise, it's gonna be really interesting. But we have a few really big activations. I work in PR. I've said that before. Happy to do a video if people are interested about like what my job entails, because I think PR confuses a lot of people. I think a lot of people think like a publicist, like Meredith Blake in The Parent Trap. I do tech PR, B2B PR, but I'm basically working my way to be a creative director. So I'm trying to work my way out of the account space into creative. No one asked about this, but I'm walking to the bus and it's a long walk. But yeah, and oh, I think my bus is here. Oh, it's brutal. Anyway, I'm not running. I'm in no shape to run. Yeah, that's what I do. So having that flexibility, connect with my coworkers a little earlier in the day, get to log off early so I can enjoy Disney World. It's a win-win. Okay, I need to see what bus I am, because if that is my bus, maybe I will run.
Good job. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
It was my bus. We're here, thank goodness.
Oh, which Disney character can count the highest?
All right.
Finally made it.
Here.
Finally made it.
They made it after their, how long of a drive?
17.
17-hour drive.
Not our fault though. Not our fault.
They're here.
Vehicles decided to flip over on I-95.
Yeah, there was apparently quite an accident in Georgia, but they made it. I haven't done much since my last clip in Epcot. I got our owner's locker boxes for the room. I laid down and FaceTimed Reed and Appa for a while. And now we're looking for dessert for that guy right there. We're gonna try amarettes and see what we find.
We should have gotten them to celebrate your engagement. One little tiny sad cake, all alone. I'm so sad.
All right, amarettes was a bust. Not really, because there was a lot of good stuff in there, but we kind of remembered Gideon's existed midway through the line. So now we're gonna go check that out. Maybe. There seems to be a street performance. But yeah, we're gonna go see what Gideon's has, and then it's about time to be headed back to the room because I have to get up. If I have to work at 7, I have to be up at 6 tomorrow, so we'll see. I don't know how they're standing. She's been up since 2 a.m., so.
Like 12:30.
Or she's changing her story now, like 12:30, so. Anyway, the vlog will not go on much longer tonight. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cut these, to be perfectly honest with you. I might do, like, today, my 2 work from home days, and then we'll start a new vlog for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We'll see. We've decided on gelato because it was the only place without a line. All right, what did you get?
Cherry. Black cherry.
Gelato. Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
I got peanut butter and cookies and cream.
I have 23 stand hours.
Well done. Good morning. Welcome to day 2. Again, don't know how I'm going to cut this vlog. But it's day 2. Don't get too excited. It's not an exciting day. So hi. Hello. It is day 2, but our first full day here in Walt Disney World at Saratoga Springs Resort. That's where we are. If you couldn't tell by the horse memorabilia art. Anyway, so this trip is a little different because I changed jobs it's October. I changed jobs in June. And I absolutely love my new job, as I was saying yesterday, well, half toasted from that margarita. I love my job. One of the things, though, that I don't have at this job that I had at my last job is unlimited PTO. Now, I get a lot of PTO with this job, but it's not unlimited. So that means when I'm taking a 9-day vacation, I kind of have to decide, am I actually taking all those days off, or am I going to take advantage of my very flexible way of work? And I think I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, but anyway, I'm working from Disney today and tomorrow, and I'm working 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is, I didn't look up the clock before I came in here. I think it's like 8:30, almost 9. So I've been working for a bit now. I got online a little early. It's actually amazing. I've gotten so much done in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that I'm now not feeling so bad that I'm in calls from 11 to 2. So, that's why I'm saying today's not very exciting, but I can kind of like share what I do, my routine, what it's like working from a Disney resort. So let's go. Right, so this is my room. This is where I start the day. That's obviously the bed I slept in. This is the bed I use for storage. So I've got my suitcase, which I need to unpack, my backpack. I have 2 lounge fly bags that I brought. So this is my Run Disney Lounge fly that my parents bought me when I did Dopey. And then this is my just black. I like this one because it's so neutral. At the end of the day, what am I going to end up using? I'm going to end up using my Bagu because I love it. I keep my jewelry and stuff out here too. That is a sneak peek at my Halloween costume and my half marathon costume. And then my parents actually drove, which was great. So I have clothes in here and I have clothes in there that needed to be unpacked. So this is where we start the day. I was up around 6 this morning. So then this is the bathroom. So I have all my stuff laid out. Where I'm working, I'll probably work from bed because I like to do that. So the beauty of having DVC is that you can work, like we stay in a 2-bedroom suite. So this is our kitchen. I don't think I've ever really done a room tour on my vlogs before, so this can double as that. Kitchen, living room, that is a Murphy bed, so that just pulls down from there. Then there's a little patio out there as well. But we also have this lovely kitchen table. And as you can see, this is where I'm set up with my laptop and the dregs of my first coffee of the day. Right, so I'm at my workstation for the day. My job, it consists of many things, but if I'm gonna bucket it out, it consists of client relations, so that's emails, external emails, and calls. I mentioned today I'm on calls from 11 to 2, and that may sound like a lot, but that happens a lot. So that's 3 hours of calls. Tomorrow I have 3.5 hours of calls, and that's honestly pretty average for me. My Mondays and Tuesdays are the worst. And there have been some extra calls scheduled just because then I'm officially taking my vacation starting on Wednesday. So I have to use either the morning or the afternoon to get my actual work done. I do a lot of writing. I write press releases. I pitch media, so I send emails to media. That's pretty much a day. So far working from the resort has been fine. Got a lot done. It's definitely different from my setup at home, but it's not too bad. So we'll keep you updated. And I think we're going to Epcot tonight, so obviously we'll share that too. So I've definitely overestimated how interesting a vlog would be of me working from home, mostly because I can't show you what I'm working on for obvious reasons. So yeah, we'll see how this vlog turns out. But just as an update, it is now 10:44. So I'm about to go into my absolute gauntlet of calls. And because I'm not gonna edit and post this for probably a few weeks, if not a few months, I can share that something very exciting did happen today. And that is I booked, well, I haven't paid for it or locked it in, but I confirmed with my dream wedding venue that Reed and I's date that we want is available. So we're gonna do it. So that was really exciting to have happen at the start of vacation. I've always dreamed of having a fall wedding. That's always been my goal. And so it's big beginning of September, which in my mind, it's the fall. Once August is over, up here, it's fall. So I've always wanted that, and I didn't really want to wait 2 full years to get married. So it was basically either this venue or I give up the fall wedding with outdoor elements and I do an indoor wedding. And I did have a venue I really loved that would have been fine for spring of 2025, but I'm just really excited that this worked out. Kind of wild to me that we'll only be spending one Christmas, one Thanksgiving together as an engaged couple. But I'm just really, really excited that it's all seeming to work out. So that's that update. Okay, so the 3-hour gauntlet of calls is over. That was honestly a lot more aggressive than I thought it was going to be, especially when I'm trying to get, it's just hard. It's like getting a taste of the UK team, because then all these calls, you think you have a good handle on your to-do list, you've got so much done, and then all these calls happen and you're like, oh, I have so many more things that I could be doing. But we are getting ready to go to the park, so I have changed, did my hair. My parents were at Downtown Disney while I did my last calls, and they brought back a little treat. So what have we got here?
Donuts. See?
Yes, from
Donuts.
Everglades. We've never actually tried anything from
Donuts.
Everglades before.
It says right on the box what we have.
So could you, yeah. This is a, what was this one? Apple streusel?
Yes.
Apple streusel, and then a mocha donut. So we're going to
Cafe
give
mocha, I think.
cafe mocha. So we're going to give these a little try, but they look so pretty. All right, so we're in the car headed to Epcot, but donut, that was probably one of the best donuts I've ever had in my life. And it wasn't even like the toppings or the flavors, like the actual dough was spectacularly good.
The dough of the
It was really close because like I love an apple crisp. I love like a caramel apple flavored. Why do I look crooked? I love an apple caramel flavored thing, apple crisp. But that mocha one could not be beat. That was the cafe mocha one was my favorite. So let's go to the peanut gallery.
Hey.
All right.
I paid for the donut you were eating.
What are your guys's?
It was a donut.
Well, you have to preface that Mom doesn't really love sweets. So
No, I like some sweets, but I'm not really a donut person. But I will agree that the actual body of the donut, the donut part, was a very good donut.
yeah.
The apple crumble one was too sweet.
Okay.
The cafe mocha one was good. It was a little less sweet because the frosting was coffee flavored.
Right.
So it kind of
Cuts
cut
it.
the sweetness, yeah.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, same thing. I really thought I loved the apple one, but compared to the mocha was the best.
We could have gotten the Fruity Pebbles one.
So now we're all just gonna fight it out for who gets to eat the rest of the mocha
I don't
one.
want any more.
But it's quite a big donut as well. How much were the donuts?
$4.25.
That's not bad. Like Disney, so they were $4.25
Yeah,
each,
'cause
which
you
like
only get
compared to like a Dunkin' Donuts, obviously that's quite expensive. But compared to other treats in Disney, I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head what a Gideon's cookie costs, but
It's probably right around the same.
it's
amount.
right around the same. And I know a cake slice is more than that.
Gideon's
So-
cookies, no, they might be like $2.90.
For me, that kind of donut, that's like a dessert. Like I could not eat that for breakfast. I need like protein and savory for breakfast. But if you're looking for an alternative to like a Gideon's or a Salt and Straw or a dessert at Downtown Disney, that one's really nice and it's really portable. Like they brought it back to our room and we were able to eat them, and we'll have them in the room for later. So big thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Oh, we missed the flyover.
And now it's time for Epcot. Yay! Alrighty, we're here at Epcot. We made it. It's actually not too bad. It seems fairly chill. The real test here is we're gonna try and see the way. I think is it the Way of Water? No, that's the Avatar movie. It's the new Moana like walk through water attraction. So we're gonna give that a shot. I know when it first opened, it was a virtual queue, but I think that's done with.
It shows it's over there.
So I hope we can just go see it, and we'll get our like first reactions of it. Maybe take some photos. We'll see. All right. Yep, it is just a walk-in. It's pretty cool. Well, this is going to be interesting because there's several people in this group that hate getting wet.
Who?
You don't like when attractions
not
spray
on
you.
Don't drink the water.
Oh yeah.
Don't drink it.
I'm so tempted. So apparently these are, oh, it's not feeling playful. But like you're supposed to be able to touch the strings of water and play music. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's actually quite cool. It's like a harp, but with water. It's kind of cool. I thought it was cool. I guess some of us are harder to please than others.
I would think it was cooler if I didn't have to like get on my hands and knees to touch
That's
it.
true. Well, it is built for children, I think.
Well, that's just wrong because I paid a lot of money.
Feel discriminated against. All right, here we go. Say that again.
I said this is where you do streaming services.
This is the new Disney Plus area. So if you wave your hands, you can see everyone kind of like waving their arms. You can direct the water. Oh, here we go. Look at her go. She's magic. Dad, you want to try? Watch out. Alright. Stand on the water, stand on the wave, and wave to the stream in front of you. Wish the water a safe voyage. Alright, well, no, that's gonna be a no from me.
You know who this should be sponsored by, don't you?
What?
Fiji water.
Oh. Alright. Water has slowed to let us say that. Please stay on the path and keep the water clean. Is that it? Disney just made me walk through a puddle? I don't quite understand the gist of that. This is quite cool, so this is kind of educational. Maybe. Pause to read. Hey.
Jump back up.
Oh. You yelled at it, it doesn't want to play with you anymore. The water's not feeling very playful. All right, there you go. I'm all set.
I'm wet.
It's fine. That was your choice. You touched the water. It's very pretty. I'll say that. Like, it's very beautiful. I love this dry path. This is the thing that everyone is on Instagram about, where the water parts for you. I mean, they do just have here where you can just walk right through, but in this case, the water is supposed to part for you. There's sensors on the ground. I'm good to go through the dry path. Yeah. Ah, there she is. The main attraction. The moment. Ooh.
Anna.
The beautiful Tafiti. She is, that's actually really impressive. It's very beautiful. We're nearing the end. Yeah, it is a very nice like playground for kids. If you're really hot, I could see this being like just really nice to have a little cool down. And as with everything Disney does, it's super immersive. I mean, look at that. I've lost my group, but here, there's literally water jumping over top of me, which is quite cool. Oh, look, she's trying to command the tides again. There we go. There we go. Well done. Well done. Woo-hoo-hoo!
That'll teach it.
It's mad at you. It's like, yes, please get out of the water area. So it does, all this jumps like over your head.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see if I can, ooh! Yeah, I keep losing it. And that's the end. I do really like all the little glimpses of the Epcot bowl that you can see. It's quite cool. All right.
Show the water who's boss.
Let's do reviews, shall we?
Way was better.
So there's a little preview as to what our family thinks about it.
It was pretty.
I think it was very pretty, very immersive. I mean, the entrance I thought was beautiful. I thought Tafiti was beautiful. I mean, I don't need to go in again unless I'm taking photos. There are some really cool photo spots that if you come like first thing in the morning.
With the water and showed who's boss. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a really hot day, it might be quite nice. All right, what do you think?
I said I'd go back in again and show the water who's boss.
Did you like it?
It was pretty. It was pretty. I could see where that would be a fascinating area for kids for a play. Sort of reminds me a little bit of the old Dino Land in Animal Kingdom, where you could the boneyard.
Yeah, actually, that's a really Okay, what about you, big man?
Figment was real popular too 40 years ago with the water, and now look at it.
Okay, that was just a very small fountain. I don't really think you can compare the two, but
I have to say though, I did like the entrance fountain better. That was magnificent.
this wasn't where the entrance fountain was, but yeah, I get what you're. Okay, so we missed innovations and basically put Epcot back the way it was, I think is the gist of this review.
Yeah, I did like Innoventions better. I think Innoventions had more learning experience.
Yeah, I don't disagree. All right, not sure what we're doing next, but check that off the list. The consensus was living with the land for a nice little air conditioning break. Plus, who doesn't love a living with the land? So, here we are, Land Pavilion. Just kidding. The group has decided we're gonna see Awesome Planet instead, because we've never seen it. I think the Circle of Life, like the Lion King themed one, used to be in this theater, right?
What used to be
Matthew
in
lost his
here?
shoes.
It was the Lion King themed one.
Matthew lost his
Matthew lost
Yes,
his
these.
sandal.
No one watching this video except maybe Matthew is gonna know what that means.
Kathy will know.
Okay. All right, we're back to this vlog is about Sarah eating at the Food and Wine Festival. So I have the Spam Mitsubi, I believe. I think it just says sushi, but it's definitely Mitsubi. Which I am so excited for because I had this last year and I absolutely love it. It has eel sauce, which is my favorite, and spicy mayo. Here's what it looks like. Let's take a gander. There she is, a little seaweed salad. Let's give it a try and see if it's as good as it was last year. All right, well, it was good. Couple of things this year. That mayo, I understand it's spicy mayo. It was very spicy. So I ended up scraping about half of it off each piece that I ate because I was just like, nope, can't do that. And then the rice was a little gluey, which I get it because they have to make these so far in advance and it'll just sit and it kind of does get gluey together. So 6.5, 7. I'm still happy I got it. Probably could be better. You tried it, Mom. What did you?
4. Actually, I thought the mayo was the best part.
There
It
you
was
go.
Gluey.
The rice was gluey. Yeah. Well, there you go. Dad refrained. He passed on this one, but that's okay. We're headed to Flavor of Fire, which I imagine both of you will get something, you think? No? All right. Well, we'll see, won't we? All right. What have we got here? What have we got?
Corned beef.
This is the corned beef
disrespect
chips.
corned beef.
If you listen to my podcast, you can bet that this is not something I ordered. There's the culprit right there who actually ordered it. You also got a beer, which is not your normal. How is it?
It's smoked beer.
It's actually not
It's
bad.
really good.
What's it called? It's called Bonfire Beer. Yeah. I took a little sip. I didn't hate it, which you guys know I'm not a huge beer fan. They really loaded this
Yeah,
up with the
it's a lot
cheese,
better.
didn't they?
I know.
It's not a bad deal. How much is the corned beef
It
chips?
doesn't matter. It's worth every penny.
Well, just, in case
I don't
people are
know.
curious. Yeah, check the receipt. So there you go. I think it's a cheese sauce. Those are some nice kettle cooked chips.
Corned
I got
beef
some.
was $6.50.
$6.50. That's not bad.
Look at how big that is.
Yeah, that's quite large. Some pickled red onions on top. Is that a 10 out of 10 for you?
12 out of 10.
Okay, what about you?
I didn't taste all of it, but it was good.
Please leave this place.
And what did you get?
Crab cake.
Look at that. It's quite nice. A little salad there, a little coleslaw.
A little vinegar slaw.
All right. Give it a try. Gotta top it with the lemon. There's a...
Squeeze ain't worth the juice, honey.
He thinks he's so funny. So funny. All right, you're having a bite of the salad first. It's unlike you. The people want to know what the crab cake tastes like. No one's ordering this for the vinegar slaw. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
A little dry, but tasty.
The slaw or the... Oh, did you
No,
try the
I
crab
did
cake?
That was crab cake.
Can I have a bite,
Maybe.
please? Yeah. That's not bad.
Huh.
It doesn't taste like a lot of filler. Like, it tastes like a fairly meaty crab cake. It's quite thick. I don't think it's dry. I think like the very outside part is dry, but the piece I had was good.
Good.
All right. If you like crab, how much was that? Do you remember? $7. Yeah. Not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive.
$6.50 is pretty good value.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So
This
that's
one's hard to beat.
Yeah. So I mean, $7.
Aaron, my girlfriend, this is for
$6.50.
you.
Yeah.
For you, Aaron.
That is my podcast co-host who also doesn't like corned beef. So yeah, I think value-wise that is better. But if you don't like corned beef, then it doesn't really matter. That's
Disrespect
fine.
corned beef.
I don't know if it's worth $7 if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But good to try. Good to give it a shot. It's time for the moment I've been waiting for. It's time for the fry plate. Here we go. All right. So there she is. That's what you all have. So sea salt malt vinegar, barbecue bacon, and then these are the ones I'm excited for the most. And then we also got
Don't
some
you
of
wanna tell
the
them what
pickle
these
fries
ones are?
with ranch. I already showed the little card. Pause to read. Let's give them a shot. Pickle fries.
Phenomenal.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right, so far 2 winners for you. 2 winners.
quit while I'm ahead.
They really do drench it in ranch, I will say that. But all right,
Not exactly ranch.
big man, which were your favorite of the three fries? Point to them, please.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that's the barbecue sweet potato salt and vinegar. I agree. I loved these. They taste like a barbecue potato chip. Love the aioli on them. And then I like these. I will say I was super disappointed in the toasted marshmallow cream. It was a foam and it didn't taste like marshmallows. These are weird. They're the salt and vinegar. And I swear the outside is tough. Like they've been cured in vinegar or something. Not a fan of these, but these I really like. Now, this was $7.50. Do not think it's worth $7.50, which is disappointing, but I am glad I tried it. I almost forgot a very exciting part of our day was that we got to ride Soarin' over California, so the original version of Soarin', which is such a treat because, like, I don't know, Soarin' over the world just doesn't hit as hard. I feel like the true stands, I don't need to explain that to you, and I thought that we had missed the window that they were showing Soarin' over California, so it's really exciting that we got to ride it. We basically walked on that. We also watched Awesome Planet, and they were both great. And we didn't ride Living with the Land because we were hungry, but forgot to include a little recap of that. Did you enjoy Soarin' over California?
Yeah, I like Soarin' over California.
Yes, it's very nice. We're back at my favorite margarita stand. Let's go. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Tell him. I'm not telling.
What did you get?
I'm not telling.
Share it with the group.
No. Little plastic cans.
So these are the Twinings cold water infusions.
It's so good.
They are really good. It's basically
Tea and other dried fruit and stuff like that, and then you can stick it in a bottle of cold water and it does its thing.
and it actually steeps and tastes good even though you're not using hot water. I put them in my water bottle. Pretty good. And they're three. If you buy three, you get them for $8 each.
Plus the DVC.
Plus the DVC discount. So it's actually not a bad deal. They're kind of expensive at my local grocery store, so that really isn't a bad deal. All right. This is the one Halloween treat we really wanted to try. It's like a little taco. It's from the Beach Club, and to tell you all about it, Here's one.
These are red sablé cookies. They're moist and wafer-like. And then there's strawberry jam in the center of a peanut butter ganache. And then there's a buttercream. So there you go. The treat is rimmed with a light buttercream that also pairs nicely with the jam and the peanut butter.
Well, there you go. Let's give it a shot. What is your review of the Captain Hook taco cookie?
That's okay. I wasn't a big fan of the cookie per se. The filling was good. Frosting was good. The chocolate hooks were good.
It was okay, but it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. I had higher hopes for it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to see if I can get a couple more.
I personally did not love the buttercream, which is fine because these two ate it. I loved the jam and the peanut butter ganache, but to be fair, as much as I love buttercream, if you stick a peanut butter ganache in front of me, that's going to be my first priority. I also love jam. I remember when I went to Maine, when I lived in Boston, I went to Maine for a trip, and we went to the home of, what are those, do you know? No, you wouldn't know. The fancy, like those really fancy jams in the grocery store. They're like almost like a square squat jar, and they have like a off-white label, and they're expensive, but they're so worth it. We went to the like home, like the not manufacturing plant, but like the main store of those jams. It's like Stone Ridge or something, I don't know. Anyway, we went there, and the jam I bought, I ate half of it out of the container on the road trip home. I'm like Joey. I love jam. I love it. So rating wise, I've been doing out of 10 for a lot of the dishes. You're gonna get, so Dad gives it a 5. You know what? I think that's fair. Because it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I think 5 is fair. At the very most, I'd up it to a 6 if I could have just the center, like just more of the jam, more of the peanut butter ganache. But yeah, again, it's not gonna really matter that much because by the time I post this, like tomorrow is the last day of this treat, because it's a Halloween treat. That's why we're here trying it tonight. But if they do it again next year, I think it's worth the try, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna blow you out of water. Yeah. Which one you getting?
Madagascar.
Very nice. We're about ready to call it an evening. Oh, no. We're about ready to call it an evening, so it's time to get some Club Cool. My favorite's the Joy Appalachian because it's not carbonated.
Madagascar's gross.
So it's just refreshing.
Oh, it's not terrible.
What did you get? The China?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it taste like barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
Madagascar tastes like cotton candy.
What are you drinking, Joy?
Yes.
Alrighty, friends, these are driver's favorite song.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving, and supervise your children. Thank you.
Para su seguridad, favor de permanecer